Hammer strength versus Gymleco versus Cybex. Welcome to from Domination Nation Gym. We're going to do another comparison video of some row machines. I'm going to compare the Hammer strength DY Row, my modified DY Row, to the Cybex VR1, VR2, VR3, NX seated row versus the Gymleco DY Row. So specifically, all three of these row machines, they're not straight horizontal adduction. There's some translation down. There's a downward arc to all of these row machines. So I've compared the Cybex plate loaded to the MedX to the cross-axis Tech Polander. Those are similar, but they rotate up. These start high and they rotate down. Now, obviously, the original Hammer DY Row does not do this. It's only the modified version I'm going to show you. I've featured this on here before. All right, Gymleco DY Row, cool machine. Kind of obviously after the Hammer, they've made this is the handle I want to focus on right here, the top handle. They may have taken some inspiration from my videos about my Hammer DY Row mod, but either way, I do like the addition of this handle. I want to show you, I'm not really focusing as much on the original handle, but this handle right here. Look at how it starts from high and kind of arcs lower, and there's a sweeping motion to it. So I think it's a phenomenal grip. My criticism of this is the handle's a little too wide. As you'll see with mine, it starts closer to the body, but this is a phenomenal handle, a phenomenal grip, a phenomenal way to row. What I would actually recommend he does here is actually drop the seat more. This is the underhand grip, which is great. This is a good machine. I just think the handles could be a little closer together. That's my only criticism, but the chest pad adjustability is nice. You can see obviously the chest pad here adjusts, so you can manipulate the strength curve a little bit. This is the underhand grip here again. Again, it's a cool thing. The problem with this, as with the original Hammer DY Row, is the strength curve is off, it's backwards. You're finishing where the movement is the hardest, where you're the weakest. But I do like the new handle they added. Again, whether they took inspiration from me or not doesn't matter, but their handle's a little more slightly semi-supinated, which actually isn't a bad thing. You just see it ends a little too wide for me. In order to really get the true effect of the handle, as with the Cybex I'll show you, you really almost have to do it one arm at a time, slightly turn to the side a little bit. All right, so check this out. This is the Cybex. So I had this machine for a while. It's a great machine. I didn't like the friction of it. It was just too much friction, but look at the movement path. Actually, I think this machine is perfect for this movement. It starts in close and then diverges, similar to the DY Row handle I was showing you. So you can see there's a downward arcing. It kind of follows the natural path of the scapula, the natural path of the fibers. I'm not sure why there aren't more row machines that follow this arc of rotation from top to bottom. So check this out. You can see this is an older model, same idea. And this is this dude from Instagram showing how optimally to use it. You really have to almost go one arm to the side because you want your elbow ending right next to your side. So it just diverges a little bit too much for me, but it's still a fantastic motion. But the divergence is such that in order to get the maximum contraction and stretch, you really want to almost do it one arm at a time. Showed this on here before. This is my Hammer Strength DY Row. Got a special place in my heart because I've modified it a gazillion times. I'm specifically talking about this handle here today. There's obviously 6 different handle grips. This has taken me a long time to perfect. I'm not going to focus on the other ones, just this grip here. Kind of the orientation of that grip in relation to the movement arm, in relation to the load. So I've got so many row machines, guys. Sometimes I forget to go back to the classics because there's just so much novelty sometimes with all the row machines I have. But this movement is so freaking good. Like, I cannot believe, going back to this and using this again for the second or third time in the last little bit, how much I love this machine. So obviously you can see I've added the couple extra weight horns to adjust the strength curve. So most of the weight is harder in the stretch. This movement is crazy in the stretch. Like, it feels like it'll rip your lats off. It's so perfect. So just very fortunate. Look how close my elbows are to like the divergence is absolutely perfect on this, and it kind of, the arc of rotation is such that it's right next to my body. you can see me just doing one arm at a time. You can see, look at how close it ends to my body. It's absolutely perfect. So I've just not ever seen a row machine that ends this perfectly. Now my modified hoist rocket mid-row, I added some handles that it's very, very similar to this, very close. But this is just, it's just perfect. Like this downward arcing rotation hits the lats so phenomenally well. The problem is it's not a problem, but most row machines are just straight horizontal translation, or they're upward arcing, which is still good, but there aren't enough downward arcing row machines like this and like the Cybex and like the Gymleco that give you the option of stimulating mid-back and lat in a more natural path. The other thing I've always loved about this machine is that the load is behind you, not in front of you. So when the load is behind you, it's almost pulling you into the pad. You can kind of appreciate the downward arcing motion. The nice thing with my DY Row, it's a little bit more of a sweeping motion than the Cybex, which I like because it really allows you to shorten those lats like optimally. I mean, I just am just in love with this machine in general, but this grip is just crazy good. All the other grips are fantastic too, but there's just something special about this grip, particularly in the stretch. One arm at a time is phenomenal as well. I've just not used another row machine that's this comfortable 2 arms at a time. It's like perfect for the 2-arm downward arcing diverging motion. Like I said, the other ones are good too. They just diverge a little bit too much, and you have to do optimally 1 arm at a time. All right, so check this out, guys. I have not used this machine. This is the Max Pump. Max Pump has made their version. This does look cool because there's a belt and cam, and the movement arm is decoupled from the load. So that it looks pretty cool. Again, it looks like the same type of thing where it's a little bit too wide, but I would love to try this out. The other potential issue with this could be the footprint, but this does look like a fantastic machine just with the backward strength curve. Very good machines. Obviously, my preference is my modified DY Row, which is obviously one of a kind. You can't get that. But if you guys can get your hands on the Gymleco model and or the Cybex, I would consider one of those. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe below. What is your favorite top arcing row? Let me know in the comments below.